Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your girl Big AJ. How you guys doing today? Today we're going to be talking about red flags not to ignore in a relationship. And also, I like to say if you're new to this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And for those of you who have been around for a minute, thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I'm working on something where I can at least upload at least 2 videos a week for you guys, so we can, conversate. But one of the red flags that I think when you're dating that you should not ignore is one, a person who is not consistent in the relationship. Like sometimes you might meet a person and things may be going well for the first few weeks or whatever. And then, things start to dwindle. The calls is not as regular as they used to be. You may have been on the phone talking day and night, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's dry over there. Like you can hear a mouse. It's so dry. But that's something that you have to think about. What happened? Does this person have other women, or does this person have work? Is this person just really that busy where they can't call you? And no one is really that busy. When a person is really into you, they're never that busy where they can't consistently call and get to know each other. You know, that's something that we have to learn. Like, we're not going to go through that. Either you in or you out. So when you see a person that's not consistent, that's a sign to let you know that moving on in future, he's not going to be consistent. And that's not what you want. You need somebody that you can depend on, you can rely on, and you can get to know. So that's one of the things, like I've been in relationships like that where the inconsistency for me, it was like a no for me. It was like one day they hot, the next day they cold, and then they'll come back with this story about something. They'll make up anything, to say why the call stopped or whatever. So I think that's something that is not acceptable in growing a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Um, every day I want to talk to the person that I'm dating, you know, or they, some men, they like to play games with women. I ain't gonna call her today. I'm gonna see if she gonna answer tomorrow because I got, they put you on hold to do what it is they want to do. Maybe, like I said, they may have other relationships. I don't know, these men today. And I'm not bashing men. I'm just speaking from experience. But you guys like to play mind games with women. That ain't cool. So that's one inconsistency. Again, no one is too busy. If a person is into you, he's going to make sure that he call you every day. Period. Point blank. Period. 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 Number two. Let's say you've been in a relationship with a person for 6 months, maybe a year. Not even 6 months, maybe a year to 2 years. Y'all dating, y'all exclusive with each other. By this time, I think he should know if he want to marry you. You should know if you want to marry him, if those are y'all dreams, because everybody don't want to get married. And then you want to get married, then you tell this guy, hey, we've been together for 2 years. I'm going to need some promises. I'm going to need a commitment. Then he might promise to marry you. Yeah, we're going to promise. I'm going to promise you we're going to get married. He might buy you a ring just to shut your mouth, this, that, and the third. Um, Another year come, no marriage, no wedding, no plans, none of that. That's a red flag because, girl, he ain't gonna marry you. He's just doing that. He's just saying some things to you just to keep you quiet, to get off his back, making false promises. You have a goal, and sometimes you have to give people ultimatums. It's either like, look, either you gonna marry me or we're done. You don't want to continue to play house. Keep playing house with a person that's is not going anywhere. That's a red flag for me. So again, false promises about marriage. 3, you dating a guy, getting to know this guy, you want to get to know him. He's asking all the question stuff. He don't have a car. Have no car? Dude, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, and he don't have a car? Like, even if he don't even have a car where he pay a car, no, he don't have any type of car, that's a red flag, because any grown person at this age should be driving some type of vehicle, unless he can't drive. Other than that, what you gonna do? You gonna be picking him up? He's gonna be riding in your car. You know, when you get in a relationship with a man should be able to take a load off of your back. A man should be able to bring peace to you, not added stress, not sharing cars. You know, he should have his stuff together by this time. He don't have a car. He don't have a house or an apartment. He live with his mother or his sister or his cousin or his roommate. Red flag. That means this man is not able to take care of a relationship and carry it to the next level. Also, no job. You meet a man, you ask him, hey, where do you work at? Well, you know, I'm in between jobs right now. I just started working at this factory, or I just got this company. I just got with this company and stuff like that. Well, how long you been doing this? Oh, I just started last month. Don't do it. Don't do it. That should show you that this man is not consistent. He can't keep a job, and he's not going to be a good provider. That means that he doesn't have a 401k plan. He probably don't have any retirement plans. These are things that we need in our life to be stable, for us to, you know, find our dream man. He has to have all those things. He has to be able to take care of us. Take care of us. And if he don't have those things, red flag. Why would you get in a relationship with a man who can't keep a job? Because it's not going to do anything but bring problems in a relationship. You're going to be the provider. You're going to be wearing the pants in a relationship. So no, we got to stop falling. Even he might be cute. I know a lot of us love cute. He might be tall. He might be this. We love all those things. But if he's not able financially to take care of you from the beginning, the end going to go like this. From there on out. So that's just something that you ladies should think about before you go out here dating these guys and stuff. You know, a lot of these guys is just, they not ready. And it's sad. You see it every day. It's just sad that, like, what's taking you so long, you know, to leave that nest, to become a man and a provider. And then they get mad at you because your boundaries, you don't accept those things in relationships. So they get mad at you and say you hard to deal with. We're hard to deal with. You're hard to deal with. You're not trying to build a man up. You're not trying to help, you know, you're not trying to help your man. You're not supportive. But it's not that we're not supportive. We will support our man in a relationship. We're going to build together. But these are the things that you should have before entering a relationship with anyone. It's just common sense, right? So, yeah, don't let them fool you with that. You're not trying, you're the problem. No, you're the problem. You're the problem. Okay? The other one is sexual pressure. When you start dating someone and you let this person know, you know, you might have a rule. You know, I know that y'all know that Steve Harvey, he got that book out, The 90-Day Rule for ladies, you know, not to be sexual with a man for 90 days, because in 90 days you get to know a person. You know, he compared it to being on a job. You go on a job, 90-day probation, and in that 90-day, the employer will be able to see if you are reliable, if you come to work on time, if you can handle the assignment, if you're loyal. You get to know a lot about a person in 90 days. So when you tell a man that you have a 90-day rule because you want to find out more about him, and he pressuring you and telling you, if you don't want to have sex, that's a deal breaker for me, we are adults and stuff like that. Because I've heard that been said. I had a man say that to me before. Like, we adults, nobody ain't waiting 90 days to have sex. But if you like this person, if you want to be in a relationship with this person, what's wrong with waiting? Because sex, to me, and has always been for me, the cherry on the top. That's something that two adults is going to do eventually if they are feeling each other. So it shouldn't really be no pressure, for you to have sex with me and we don't even know each other. It takes time to build up that intimacy for me. It takes time for anybody. You shouldn't be able to meet a man and go directly and have sexual relationship with this person that you don't even know. It's a mind thing. Emotionally, we have to be ready to lay down with someone and give ourselves to them. And so if a person is pressuring you, or giving you ultimatums, trying to manipulate you, and letting you know that this could be a deal breaker if we don't do it, then that should be another red flag. Like, that's not your person. That's not your person. Because a real man will wait. There's been men that waited to have sex with women until that woman got married. It happens all the time, but not a lot of times, but most of the times it happens. You know what I mean? And so don't let somebody pressure you into doing something that you don't want to do. You go out here, he might not even be your person. Like, you might 2 months in, you might not be feeling this person. You might be like, oh, he's not really for me. And then what you done did? You done gave up the goodies. You gave him up. Now, that's a body. Now you go out and meet another guy. Same thing happened. You keep getting all these bodies and all these bodies. You're using yourself up. And for what? Because you let someone pressure you. We got to learn how to have boundaries about ourselves and the things that we want and the things that we're going to do. Who are we going to do it to? We have to be selective. And if he can't wait, that's not your person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long the time frame may be for you. It may not be 90 days. But whatever it is, let it be on your accord. And when you do, and if you do, please use protection. Use protection in 2026. Because so many people out here, woo-hoo, when I tell you, so many people out here is just raw dogging it. Ain't trying to use protection. And y'all know what? That's very scary to me. I have been dating. I've dated men that wanted to have sexual relationships and they don't want to use condoms, not even thinking about using a condom. And when I see a man that is not willing to use a condom, that's a red flag for me off the rip. I already know he nasty. I already know he don't care about his health, his life, and he definitely don't care about me. Because if you think I will have sex with any man on this earth without him being my husband, without any protection, you got me messed up. These men out here don't care. There's a lot of men out here, too. There's a lot of men out here and women got sexually transmitted disease and they know it and they want to spread it to whoever. They don't care. That's why I say it's so important. Like, when you meet somebody and you date them and stuff, what's wrong with asking them, can I see your my chart before you get intimate? I mean, it sounds weird to say that. A lot of people feel like, that's too personal. I don't want to ask nobody that. But this is your life. This is your life that you're dealing with. And any man that really want to be in a relationship with you, he will respect that. I think he should love the fact that you asked that. I don't know where you been. I just met you 2 weeks ago. I just met you last month. I don't know what you do when you leave here. You don't live with me, but it's just not happening. And so if I see that happening, I'd be like, that's a no for me. Those things like that could show you and tell you a lot about a person, character, who they are as a person, just those little things. But so many women today that I know personally, or when I look on TV or YouTube and things of that nature and hear a lot of things, that's the last thing they think about. How could something so detrimental be the last thing that you think about? It happens. Another red flag I think that we definitely should not ignore in our dating phases is a person's anger issues that he display to you when you get into an argument. If you meet a man and he get angry with you and he explode, then he start verbally abusing you, physically abusing you, that's a red flag, baby. And I say red flag because if he's doing it now this early in the relationship, you can best believe it's going to continue. It's not going to stop. It's going to get worse. Because see, sometimes men test their women, get angry with her. They may call her the B word. They may hit below the belt. They may say something that's going to make her really upset. And she's going to be hurt in her feelings. And then he's going to go his way. She's going to go her way. Then he's going to come back with this sad, sorry apology. And she's going to take him back. Because now she's into him. She's into him. And he's going to say he's never going to do it again. And she's going to believe him. And it's going to get worse. Never ignore what a man says to you in the beginning of a relationship when he get in a heated argument. Because a real man that loves you is not, I repeat, is not going to hurt you with his words or with his fist. He's not going to do it. I'm not saying he ain't going to get mad. He can get mad, and you can too. But what he does when he get mad shows you what type of person he is. And if anger exceeds, and the word exceeds, that's what's going to happen in a relationship moving forward. So you don't want to ignore those. Or if you got a man that's jealous, you have those jealousy type of dudes. You could be out with your dude, your boyfriend, y'all out, whatever, and another guy look at you. Or if you speak to another guy, he goes off and starts saying, you're cheating with him, or is that your man, and stuff like that. Or if he's jealous of your success. Sometimes women, we are successful. We can be a little bit more successful than a man. Maybe you might even make more money than your man. He may show little signs of jealousy where, he might downplay your success. Like he'd be like, oh, I see you got that new little job or that little this, or, he don't want to see you, move forward. And he shows signs that he's jealous of you. And if a man is jealous of you, that's a dangerous thing. You definitely don't want to be in a relationship with a man that shows any type of jealousy towards you, because he's going to continue. It's going to get worse. And then if you ever decide to leave him, he might hurt you. He might hurt you because he knows that once you move on, that you can do better, and you're going to do better because you are a very resilient type of female. And some men can't handle all of that. They can't handle all of that. So, those are the things that I think that as women, dating out here in this world today that we live in is very, very hard. And the reason why I think so many relationships end so quick It's because we ignore all those red signs, all those red flags from the beginning. Because a lot of us be so happy to say we have a man, we don't look at the bigger picture. You know, oh, he just called me a B. He didn't mean it. Oh, he slept with this other girl. He cheated on me. You know, that's another one. You get the cheating. You know, you in a relationship. You just a relationship. You're dating. Y'all exclusive. You've been in a relationship for over a year. It's just you and him. He cheats on you. You find out he cheat on you. Do you take him back, ladies? Are you taking these men back? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Are you taking them back or are you moving on? Because I feel like once you take a man back for cheating, he's going to cheat on you again because it's easy. You're letting him have his way. And I'm not going to say once a cheater is always a cheater, but once a cheater is always a cheater, especially if they don't get caught, or if they can, once they get caught, it's been excused, why not do it again? If a person rob a bank and they don't get caught, you think he ain't gonna try to do that again? He's gonna do it again. But if he get caught, he may think about it, or if he have some type of consequence, he may think about doing it, not doing it again. But y'all give these passes to these men. Y'all give these passes to these men, and that's why these men is out here. That's why so many women out here are now choosing not to be in relationships with these men because of the bad experiences that they have all experienced. I've experienced, you experienced them, you know, and it's something to think about. So it's like, what do we do? Do you want to, what do we do? What do we do? Keep walking around with blinders on? No, be for real with yourself. There's a lot of guys out here that's doing the right thing. It's a lot of guys out here that really, 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 really want to be in a relationship. And the only way you're going to find out this, if you stop dealing with these weak men out here that's showing signs of boy, acting like boys. That's the only way you're going to find a really good man. Don't settle. Don't be in a rush. Just wait. And if you don't find them, then that's fine. Be by yourself. But don't let no man do those things to you. Don't let no man manipulate you. Don't let no man be around you with that jealousy, envious spirit. Don't let no man convince you or manipulate you to have sex with him when you're not ready to do that. Don't be no man's transportation. Don't do those things. Don't let no man play in your face. Don't let no man talk to you any kind of way, disrespectful. Those are signs that is not your person. That is not what your mother raised you to be. Your mother raised you to be a young queen, and she wants you to find you a king. She didn't raise you to be someone's doormat. And when we ignore red flags just to say that we have a man, my man, my man, my man, then you're defeating your purpose. You're hurting yourself. And ladies, that's not what we want to do. So again, this video is just to inform us, please stop ignoring these red flags, you guys. Because, you know, it's so many things that I've seen that has happened to many women that ignore the red flag. And sometimes it have include death. Some women have lost their lives. Well-known influencers, TikTokers, all on TV because they ignore the red flags. You have to know when a person is not feeling you. You have that intuition that God gave us. We're supposed to be able to recognize when we're wanted and when we're not. I don't think no relationship should end in a tragic death, a sudden death, because you was afraid to tell this man, you can't talk to me like that. I'm not accepting that. I'm not going to let you bring me a sexually transmitted disease, and I'm going to continue to be with you. We can't continue to let men walk all over us. We have to stand up, be the proud woman that we are, have standards, have morals, have values, and we're going to find that man. So, ladies, if you heard me, if you don't ignore red flags, or if you have ignored red flags and have been in bad situations, leave me a comment and let me know. But again, my advice to you is just don't ignore these flags and you're going to be better off. So again, thank you for watching my video. I will be uploading another video for you guys before the week is out. Again, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. The subscriptions is free. Just hit that button, subscribe to your girl Big Kiss J, and I'll get back with you on the next video. Talk to you later. Mwah.